evening, folks. Welcome to Clarion Gym here at Clarion University for the state of District 9 Finals. Dan Girl.
Game 6 o'clock. It'll be the Karns City Gremlins versus the Brookville Lady Raiders, to be followed at 7:30 by the boys' side of the bracket finals, with Montauk taking on Brookville. Welcome to the D9 title game preview brought to you by Hoke Insurance of Brookville, Pennsylvania. We are blessed and lucky to have local sports writer and historian Rich Rhodes with us here for a little bit of a backdrop to paint a picture as to what we can be expected to see tonight. Rich, thank you again for joining us. We know that you've got a heavy slate not only during the games, before the games, and also after. So really appreciate you taking this 15 minutes with us to kind of paint a picture before we get rolling.
Oh, anytime. Anytime I have have a minute.
You got a minute. Here it goes.
I got a minute.
So, we spoke briefly today about some things that we could expect tonight, and more specifically, before we get into the games and talking about teams, this year, and you've forgotten more basketball than I know, but that's being said, a specific rule change before the start of the season, the fouls rule being put in place, as not only as a sports writer, but as a PIAA sanctioned official. What have you seen that rule do this year to the high school game locally?
I don't know anything noticeable, and I've asked a lot of coaches that, officials, and nobody really has a strong anti-opinion or a strong pro-opinion. It really, and I don't even know if there's been more free throws or less free throws. It's really hard to compare 2 years. It's about the same foul shots per game for these two teams. I analyzed Brookville stats quite a bit, and that hasn't changed much. And I even asked Aaron Straub over the weekend. I said, what do you think? He goes, it really hasn't changed anything to where anybody's had any anti or pro. I basically quoted him, but I've gotten that from a lot of people. And really, the only thing that you could quibble with is taking away the 1-and-1 as a strategy at the end has taken away 70 years of coaching strategy, and that's really the only criticism. And I've heard one of the reasons that they took away the 1-and-1 was for less injury rate, taking away the injury rate on the free throw line, which I don't know where that came from. But after all that, it really hasn't made any difference. Yeah. I really don't know how much that's changed.
Typically, when you see a rule change put in place, first and foremost, it is targeting lesser injuries or targeting that.
They try.
And they try, right. With a football, taking away kickoffs or pushing them forward to try and eliminate less of that. In basketball, like I said, I don't watch a ton of it, but I'm hard-pressed to sit here and think that free throws create a lot more injury frequency.
No. But even with all that, I haven't heard a coach that says this is a terrible rule or this is a great rule. It's kind of in between, and it's kind of a wash, I guess we could say.
If you sought the tutelage of Mr. Straub, I don't know if you can do any better as far as.
Well, and I've asked them before and I asked them after, and it didn't change. And I've talked to other coaches that have been around, and they all have the same opinion. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. So, regarding the game tonight between Brookville and Karns City, both of these teams played earlier this year. It was a 1-point win for Karns City in Brookville. But we got to pause because that may not be a real good measuring stick as to what we're looking at tonight. Can you speak to why that may be?
Well, bigger court. Whether that benefits Brookville or Karns City more or hurts one or the other more to be determined. For sure, Karns City playing on this court twice in the last week, and this is the third time, is probably some type of advantage, along with the fact that Brookville has never, this group of girls have never played over here on a big court. They haven't played a playoff game. They went over Kane on Tuesday, was their first playoff win in 4 years. So I think that's the bigger thing. How does Brookville react to a playoff game, let alone on this big court? The 36-35 win of Karns City's at Brookville on January 25th was one game, I believe, after they lost their leading scorer, Chloe Fritsch, to an injury. So that could have been a factor at Brookville, why it was close. I don't know. Now, Karns City was fortunate to beat North Clarion in the semifinals last Thursday, and Brookville beat North Clarion a few days before that. And then Karns City goes and plays with Red Bank Valley twice during the year in overtime and lost, and then was close for a while going into the fourth quarter in the KSAC game. And we know that Red Bank is an outstanding team that will be favored to win Class 2A. It's all about matchups. I think maybe Brookville, if they play good man defense tonight, that could disrupt Karns City a little bit, which they have not seen. They would have played a zone against Red Bank. So it's a matchup thing. There's a lot of experience. So yeah, that first game might not mean anything because of almost a month of a gap between the last time they met. And this team's used to now playing without Fritsch. I think you're going to see Brooklyn Taylor be a factor tonight. She played very well against Red Bank in the championship game.
Another body that was not on the floor for that game in Brookville was Hannah Buchanan, number 20 for Karns City.
Yeah,
obviously a big presence, and Brookville up and down the roster doesn't really have that true five.
Well, that's a concern of Mark, Coach Powell for the Lady Raiders, is he doesn't have that size. They flirted with a lot of foul trouble against Kane. They can't have that. And we were just joking just a few minutes ago of all the cliches of what it takes to win a game, and they're all applicable, because he was laughing. He goes, yeah, we got to take care of the basketball, stay out of foul trouble, this and that. But I think if the girls can get off to a good start and have a couple kids hit a shot, it might get them over this on this big court thing. That's certainly going to be a factor for them. And it's a matter of how they respond to it and how they deal with Karns City on that big floor.
Absolutely. Historically speaking, when did each of these teams last play for a district title?
2018, Brookville beat Karns City 46-39. This is the fourth time they've played each other in a district final. They beat Karns City in 2000 when they went and won the state title, beat Brookville for the state title for the district title that year. And back in 1986, Brookville beat Karns City 55-33. Lady Raiders standouts on that team. Well, Phyllis Tonkin, the 1,000-point scorer who played at Virginia Tech, she'd have been the best player on that team. I believe Pierre Andrasic would have been the top player, 1,000-point scorer in that 2000 team. So some name dropping there. But yeah, Karns City and Brookville have a little bit of a history.
There was a Tonkin out at the table taking tickets. They're not related.
That's her. That's Bob's daughter.
I'm kidding.
Phyllis, yeah. That just by chance.
Tonk used to be up the road from me.
Yes.
With his VTech hat and all.
Oh, yeah. Virginia Tech.
So what's the game within the game tonight, Rich? What's something the viewers need to pay close attention to tonight for this 32 minutes of District 9 Finals?
Well, Eden Wonderling can't be in foul trouble. Let's just say that. She had some at Brockway, but they had against Kane, but they had enough of a lead. She's got to play her best, as she has been. She has just been a girl possessed out there the last. I mean, she's had a good year, but lately it just seems like she has just turned it up another level or so. And then who's going to step up? Who else? I mean, 3 girls scored 16 against Kane, and that was big because Kirsten Davey and Samantha Whitling. Those young girls who, is there going to be somebody else that steps up tonight and plays and makes a couple key baskets? That's going to be the thing. Karns City, I think they have a lot of confidence coming into this game after playing on this court and playing pretty well most of the 2 games, with the exception maybe the fourth quarter against Red Bank Valley.
Just sitting up here watching pregame, Rich, I got to agree with you 100%. It seemed like the Brookville girls were, I'm not going to say deer in headlights, but they were a little bit shell-shocked, it appeared. Karns City looks like they've slept here for 2 weeks.
Well, that could be. I mean, you can sit up in the stands for all the games you want. You get down there and sit on those padded chairs with warm-ups on, and then go out and shoot layups with a different background. We could see a lot of things. I think the factor of Karns City having a little experience here is a big factor, and Karns City's favored.
Agreed. So tonight, Rich, who and what does the winner get?
The winner gets at least one more game. Unlike the boys, these are both AAA games. The boys, the girls, winner goes home, or loser goes home. Winner moves on to the sub-regional final next week here. I believe, and doggone it, that was the other thing I was going to write down. I have it in my stories, and I didn't write that note down. They play the District 5 champion. I believe you're probably going to see the winner of this game play Chestnut Ridge, District 5 champion, and that team is pretty good. I would say the winner of this game is going to be the underdog against Chestnut Ridge. in the sub-region. Now, the winner of that game then will go into the state playoffs. Okay. The boys, and I don't know if we're transitioning into the boys here, the boys, the winner of this game tonight between Brookville and Montauk, it's a big one because they get 2 more games after that. They're going to play for the sub-regional title next week here at home, or at Tippin most likely, and both teams will go to the state bracket.
Okay.
So this is a big one for Montauk and Brookville. The winner will get 2. It's just a difference in the bracket setup between AAA girls and boys. The girls only have 1 spot out of the sub-regional. The boys have 2. So, and that's happened. You know, the Raiders are they're looking for their 5th straight District 9 title. Now that's over 6 years because 1 year the team did not oppose them. I think 2022 they did not have a team to play in District 9, and then this is their 3rd time they've met Montauk over that series. So that kind of sets up your second game here tonight.
Yeah. So you've been listening to the Hoke Insurance preview here of the District 9 title games between Karns City and Brookville Lady Raiders, and then later on to be followed by Montauk and Brookville. We're going to take a commercial break here. We're going to run just a couple commercials. Get a breath. We're going to come back, and we're going to switch over to the boys' side, get a quick preview of that. And after we're done with that, we should be ready for player introductions, national anthem, and then we're going to light a candle. We're here with Rich Rhodes in the Hoke Insurance D9 title pregame. Hit it, O.
Mac Metals. Our mission? We strive to be a leading metal manufacturer in the steel industry. By investing in those closest to us, our employees and our customers, we aim to build lifelong partnerships while impacting the community around us. Family owned and operated since 1989. That's Mac Metals, located by BWP Bat Factory off exit 86, I-80.
Hey y'all, this is Mark Bowe. I'm at Devil's Barbecue and this place is awesome. These folks are nice. We came up here the last time and we couldn't get enough of it. I saw a sign. I came 10 miles out of the way because we had to have it again. And all I know is we might not show up to work tomorrow because it's that good. See y'all.
Devil's Barbecue, where it's all about the smoke. Brookville, PA.
Everybody is talking about A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. As you can see from these pictures, their hot home cooking is wonderful, from hearty meals to the best pies and desserts. Make A&M Family Restaurant your place for lunch or dinner. Open all days but Mondays. Enjoy true family dining at A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. Proud sponsors of this telecast and supporter of youth athletics.
We're back here at Tippin Gym in Clarion for the District 9 title games between both boys and girls. In the girls game, we're going to have Karns City taking on our Brookville Lady Raiders, to be followed by Montauk and Brookville on the boys' side at 7:30. We just finished up talking about the girls' game with our local sports guru, Rich Rhodes. We're going to transition over to the boys' side now. Real quick, Rich, you've covered both teams. I think you've seen Montauk, or at least you have your ability to see what they've done over the year. Matt Wright's campaign number 1. Real quick assessment of what he's done.
A year of transition for sure, and that's not just because of the new coach. That is that, and along with a lot of kids that have stepped into more of a varsity minutes role. Kellen Haynes and Jack Pete and Caleb Cornbaugh have had minutes coming back from last year, but that's it. And so the adjustment and the transition has been getting those other guys to step into the roles, being assertive, and actually getting them some points when they need them. And at times that's been a struggle, and the record reflects that, 11-11. Now their high end has been really good, and their low end has been, not terrible because they play a tough schedule. So how they match up against the Montauk team. Now, Montauk has some kids back from last year. I mean, they're not like totally back. The factor is going to be the De La Rosa rug. He did not play last year. He was their leading scorer. He was not around at the end of the year when they lost to Brookville by 26 points, 63-37 in the championship game right here. He wasn't around. He was hurt. He's back, and he's one of their best players. And Desicino, Zapata, those kids are back as well. This is, I would call Brookville the favorite for sure, but this by no means is what it was last year. The Raiders were definitely favored last year. and they took care of business this year. This game, are the Raiders going to be up? Are they going to be down? The loss of Jesse Lucas to an ankle injury the last week or two has hurt the Raiders. That's one less physical body they've been able to put out there. I don't know if he's going tonight. His status is uncertain, but again, up and down. The Raiders have been on this court. Montauk hasn't been on the court this year, so they didn't make the KSAC playoffs. That's a big advantage for the KSAC. They have some kids that can get on the court before the playoffs. So, that's a really quick summation of the matchup. I don't know, what are we going to see tonight from the Raiders? I would think they're going to come ready to play. Jack Pete, if he stays out of foul trouble, that's been a factor in this year in limiting some of his minutes in key games. But the Raiders are going to be ready to play, I think. But Montauk will be too.
Couldn't say it better, Rich. We've done quite a few of the boys' games, and it is a Jekyll or Hyde type of thing. There's nights where they seem to be flat-footed. They don't want to move, and then there's other nights where they look like they could hang with just about anybody. So you really don't know what you're going to get. You mentioned Desicino. He's listed at 6'5". The two kryptonites that Brookville has suffered against, and with the huddle cams and the sharing of information and video, there are no secrets in high school sports anymore. So Montauk, I'm sure, will be prepared. They got a big. We don't. Brookville doesn't really handle the paint all that well. They don't have a designated 5. They kind of do it by committee. The other thing is they struggle against the zone. Do you think that's what we're going to see tonight?
Oh, I would say Montauk will throw a zone out there. I don't know what they usually do. I haven't broken down Montauk at all. But I would assume they're going to, obviously Coach Jewett at Montauk is a really good coach. And he is, I'm sure he knows he's going to play Brookville months ago, assuming that, they had a good enough season, which they have. And they've had an up and down, season as well. So they're a 500 team. So, I think you're right. I think how are the Raiders going to deal with size? How's their defense going to rotate? Size might not matter if they do their job defensively. I can see that on a good night. And Desicino can dunk. So look out.
So we may have a little raise in the roof tonight, potentially?
Maybe. I mean, we got to have people in the stands to have that happen. But I don't know how attended this game is, but raising the roof as in a dunk, that could happen.
So, as you mentioned before, Brookville's seeking their 5th straight title at the district level. Montauk, when's the last time they were on this stage?
Brookville. They haven't been able to get through Brookville. They've met, I think, 2 other times before this stretch of 5, and Brookville's beaten them both times or in the semifinals. They haven't gotten past Brookville. I don't know if they've ever beaten Brookville in a playoff game, actually. I don't have the history in front of me, but Montauk's never won a district title, I'm pretty sure.
So similar to the Cleveland Browns and John Elway's Denver Broncos back in the late 80s, early 90s, just every year running into that same wall.
Kind of. I mean, they've I wouldn't call them a perennial power, but they've had some pretty good basketball teams and players. And I'm trying to think if they've been in Brookville's bracket most years, and that has been the case. And I'm not aware of. Again, I didn't do my homework on that item, but I don't believe they won a district title.
So, Rich, just to finish up here, one of the things I did want to touch on was, Brookville has kind of been known as a wrestling school for quite some time. Dave Klepfer has made that very clear by the banners that hang in our auditorium and the district titles he's put up with the great history of that program and Les Turner and the names go on and on. But the basketball program is breathing down their neck and has been for quite some time. They were in a state final here not too long ago. And it's kudos to guys like yourself, Jeff Kaler, Ben Pete, Dalton Park, that start off in just relentless dedication, sweat equity put into the elementary programs. And the amount of time that you're giving these kids a chance to play and develop their skills, which is obviously paying off the district level and all the way through the state bracket for the past several years. You had a very touching speech here a few weeks ago. The Brookville basketball community lost one near and dear to them in Coach McCracken. Speak to what he brought to our community and how people are trying to remember him and so forth.
Yeah, the current run started in the elementary ranks, and that was Dalton and Jeff. they had Aaron Park and Brady Kaler coming through, and they kind of stepped in, and they were under at that point. That would have been Bud Boffman and then Kevin Wolf. They'd have been up at the top, but the current run of kids have been started with really the model that Dalton, and then with the help of Jeff, they started it, and then we jumped in as our kids got in it. Ben Pete and me, and some other coaches, and Jim stepped in kind of right there as Dalton moved into the varsity ranks. Jim, I believe, coached, Jameson reminded me of this, my son Jameson, I think Coach McCracken did an 8th grade year, and then he jumped into 9th. Might have been right when Jameson was in 9th. That might have been Jim's first year. And the kids just love him. And Jim just filled the gaps wherever the program needed, and that meant a lot in the summer, because I was pretty much all baseball in the summer for during that duration. Even though I go 24/7 basketball for much of the winter, it's baseball summer. So Dalton needed those guys to step in the gaps and take kids somewhere, and it was always Jim stepping forward. And I think we made that very clear in any of those tributes we made to him. Is his willingness to, he was kind of the gym rat coach, as we call kids gym rats. Well, Jim was a gym rat, and he just stepped in, just loved being around it, loved being around the kids, and and battling. And Gus Simpson said it well. Basketball kept him alive, and he really poured himself into the program, and it was much appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah, I obviously didn't have kids in the basketball program, but we crossed paths several times during gym. You getting transitioning over the gym time for the baseball practices, and I know he was sick a lot during that time. He battled and
in and out. Inconvenience is how he called it.
Well,
inconvenience.
The one thing that just blew me away was I didn't know him well enough. I just the gradual, hey, how you doing? Hope all is well, and the conversations never really went that much further. But the thing that I always remember was the warm, genuine interactions that you had with him. He was just one of those people that if you met him once, he treated you like he knew you since 5th grade.
Yeah.
And those people are few and far between, and he'll be greatly missed.
Absolutely.
So, Rich, thanks so much for taking the time to paint this picture for us tonight. We're excited to bring them both to you, courtesy Brookville Sports LLC and YDL Sports Network. Rich Rhodes, thanks again. Good luck to you tonight in getting your stories done. Hopefully you don't have to do it from a gas station. There's Wi-Fi here.
No, I can make it back.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
Call them as you see them, Chad.
Absolutely. We'll try it. Hopefully we get the names right. Elizabeth Wonderling is not on the floor tonight, I'm told. So it's Eden, and I get reminded of that at home too.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice to screw that one up.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's a real good one to screw up. So I got Owen chomping at the bit to get this thing going. We're about 6 minutes away from introductions and tip-off. Rich, thanks again. You have been listening to the Hoke Insurance pregame preview of both District 9 title games, boys and girls. We'll be back here in a few minutes. We'll do player intros, sing a national anthem, and we're going to light a candle. See you, folks. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Freddie from K&T Supplies. Why don't you come on inside and see our establishment? Come on in. Good times.
Thanks to your generous donations, Goodwill Industries has been able to be more than a store. We are proud to help those in need meet life challenges through opportunity, education, training, and work throughout our communities. Thank you for your support, and best of luck to the Raiders this season.
Oh, hey, we finished up this morning. Yep, ready to roll.
It's done already?
Yep.
Listen, guys, I'm kind of in the doghouse with my wife. I was hoping to stay here a little while.
You can take her camping. Get her flowers.
Or apologize for whatever you did.
You guys are good. You're too good.
Fast and reliable maintenance services from 3 Rock RV Center.
Thanks again.
3 Rock RV Center of Brookville.
Securing your financial future begins by planning today. McKinley & Company has been a leading provider of business and financial advisory services since 1983. Our team of certified public accountants and financial planners will help you navigate the challenges of an increasingly complex financial world so that you can achieve your goals. Call or come in today for a consultation with one of our experts.
Excuse me, do you have any campers that are easy to maneuver? My dad struggles on driveways.
What? I'm a good driver. I'm okay.
Tell that to the fire hydrant. Do you have any with nice bathrooms? My mom is kind of high maintenance.
That's not true. I can be outdoorsy.
You know what? Actually, a backup camera would be nice.
We need a fridge too. And bunk beds.
Oh, wait, and a tub, just in case.
I think we can help all of you.
Three Rock RV Center of Brookville, finding you and your family the perfect fit when it comes to recreational vehicles.
Accompanied by an adult at all times.
Evening, folks. We're back here at Tippin' Gym. We're just about ready to hear the national anthem. We're getting the riot act read to us and letting us know how we have to behave tonight.
Here in Tippin Gymnasium on Friday, March 1st.
Noisemakers are limited here in the gym, but at home, feel free.
Your officials for tonight's contest are Rob Hansley.
You're even allowed to criticize the officials at home, right, O?
Yep.
Yeah, just hop it. You growing the mullet back? You bringing the mullet back?
At this time, if everybody would please rise.
We're going to have the national anthem here and then player introductions.
National anthem by Karns City student Chloe Fritsch.
Tell you what, Miss Fritsch from Karns City just hit a Star-Spangled Banner that's enough to make your eyes wet. That was tremendous.
Yes.
If she's half the basketball player that she is a singer, you might as well just give them the state title now. So we're going to see the Raiders get introduced here first. Oh, you want to take them?
Yeah.
Number 10, Samantha Whitling.
Starting 5 for Brookville. Starting at guard, number 10, Samantha Whitling.
Davey.
At forward, number 11, Kirsten Davey.
Number 12, Hannah Lundgren.
Number 12, Hannah Lundgren.
Number 14, Eden Wonderling.
Number 14, the other guard, Eden Wonderling.
And number 25, Bentley Huey.
And the other forward, number 25, Bentley Huey.
This is the coach, Jamie Northey. And now, the starting lineups
Your home
for
team,
the Karns City Gremlins.
Karns City Gremlins.
Number 1, Naomi Vaneski.
Number 1 guard, Naomi Vaneski.
Number 13, Hannah Daly.
Number 13, Hannah Daly.
Number 14, Savannah Prescott.
Number 40, Savannah Prescott.
Number 20, Hannah Buchanan.
Number 20, Hannah Buchanan.
And number 24, Brooklyn Taylor.
And number 24, Brooklyn Taylor. Karns City is coached by Steve Andressi. He's assisted by Mike Hedgedus, Eric Fritsch, Leanne Conto, Livia Andressi, David Kirschbaumer. So here we are. What a beautiful venue here at Tippin in Clarion. And if you don't think this is a big deal, if you're here and you could see the faces on some of these young ladies and the nerves that are flowing, I'd beg to differ with you. This is one of those moments where in 5 to 10 years, when you're going to blink and you come back to see your friends or you visit your family, and you go out to the gym and you look up and you see a banner with a number behind it, you can look up and say, I was part of that. And that banner never comes down and that plaque never leaves. So we are just moments away from tipping this thing off. And Coach Andressi has his starters on the bench, and he's making no bones about what his plan is. Coach Powell trying to do the same thing with his young Lady Raiders. They know they've got an uphill battle tonight. He says they're prepared. We're about to find out. Bentley Huey, and she's going to face off with Savannah Prescott in the middle of the circle here to tip this thing off. We're off and rolling. Karns City wins the tip. It's controlled by Hannah Daly. She'll bring the Gremlins right to left on your screen. Vaneski drive, she'll hand back off. Brooklyn Taylor now is going to go baseline. She just misses. Prescott with the putback. She can't put it back, and rebounded by Huey. Here come the Raiders.
Whitling brings the ball down for the Raiders. Over to Lundgren. Lundgren's going to drive. Kick it out to Eden. Eden's going to drive. And it's going to go out of bounds. Falls right out of hands of Eden. It'll be Karns City's ball.
Brooklyn Taylor will drive the Gremlin car up. She's going to get a high ball screen from Hannah Buchanan. Vaneski's going to pop just outside three-point range, and that ball's ripped away by Daly. It's going to remain Karns City basketball. Noticeable size difference here between these two teams. Buchanan brings a definite different physicality to this roster that was not seen in Brookville. And they inbound to Buchanan. She hands off to Daly. Vaneskis gives her a high ball screen. That ball's out of bounds. It'll remain with Karns City. Taylor up top, Whitling in her pocket. Lundgren fights off the screen, and that ball is on the ground. What are we going to have? We're going to have a jump ball, possession arrow to the Lady Raiders.
Jump ball, possession, Brookville.
So it'll be Brookville ball with 6:42 left in the first. No one has scored yet.
Pitcher's duel. If you're wondering why the camera is so much better, we got a professional working at the first half here. One Sir William Blake. Turnover here by the Lady Raiders. Here comes Taylor. She's going to look to drive and kick out to Vaneski. She'll pop and hit, and I think that was a 2-point. Yes, it was. She was inside the line. Naomi Vaneski breaks the silence here. It's 2-0 Karns City. 6 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Kirsten Davies going to have that stolen by Savannah Prescott.
Brooklyn Taylor looks to run, and she's going to go right through the Brookville defense. Eden Wonderling pulls that rebound down. She looks to run.
Eden Wonderling hands it off to Lundgren. Now Bentley Huey's going to be called for a travel. Kata Yoder will come in for Hannah Lundgren.
Karns City with the basketball. Prescott with up top. She spins around. Wonderling defending her. Taylor now gets a high ball screen. Whitling fights through. Taylor from three-point land just misses, but that's rebounded by Prescott. She finds Buchanan, who gives it back to Taylor. She's going to go all the way around for a score off the glass.
Now it'll be 4-0, Karns City. Brookville with the ball. Whitling is going to give it down to Wonderling. Bentley Huey, now to Yoder. Samantha Whitling will drive. Can't get that one to go.
Tell you what, though, Sam's been doing a lot of that over the last 2 or 3 games, and she's scoring a lot of points in the paint with those little runners and drops. So we're going to have an offensive foul up top on the Lady Gremlins. I think that's Hannah Daly who's going to get that charge. That'll be her first.
Foul number 13, Hannah Daly. Her first.
Whitling is going to have to produce tonight if the Lady Raiders plan to stay on this ball game.
Katie Yoder with the ball on the edge. Now Eden Wonderling, she's going to drive, and that'll be off of Hannah Buchanan, so that'll stay Brookville ball. Kirsten Davey will inbound it for Brookville. She'll give it out to Katie Yoder. Now Whitling on top.
The ball comes off of Kirsten Davies' chest and rolls out of bounds to back to the Lady Gremlins. You think you'll slip up and call her Hannah Montana tonight by any chance?
No.
You used to watch that show, didn't you?
No.
You did too. You're a liar.
I don't even know who that is.
How lies.
Yeah, right.
Vaneski with the basketball. She hands back off to Taylor. Buchanan up top calling for it. Taylor's going to roll right through the Brookville defense. Kicks it back out. Daly now. She finds Prescott. She's going to kick back out to the perimeter. Taylor just bullies her way right through Whitling. Daly baseline. Wonderling all over her. Nice pass to the top to Vaneski. She couldn't handle it clean, but she does get a handle, and she goes baseline off the glass, and it's 6-0 Gremlins.
Whitling will bring up the ball again for the Raiders. Now Eden. Eden will drive, and she'll get a foul, so she'll go to the line, her first of the night. She'll get 2 shots.
Nice ball fake from Wonderling to beat Vaneski off the dribble. And we're going to dip below for our first media timeout. You're watching Brookville Sports LLC in conjunction with YDL Sports Network.
Securing your financial future begins by planning today. McKinley & Company has been a leading provider of business and financial advisory services since 1983. Our team of certified public accountants and financial planners will help you navigate the challenges of an increasingly complex financial world so that you can achieve your goals. Call or come in today for a consultation with one of our experts.
Excuse me, do you have any campers that are easy to maneuver? My dad struggles on driveways.
What? I'm a good driver. I'm okay.
Tell that to the fire hydrant. Do you have any with nice bathrooms? My mom is kind of high maintenance.
That's not true. I can be outdoorsy.
You know what? Actually, a backup camera would be nice.
We need a fridge too. And bunk beds.
Oh, wait, and a tub, just in case.
I think we can help all of you.
Three Rock RV Center of Brookville. Finding you and your family the perfect fit when it comes to recreational vehicles.
back here live at Clarion Tip and Gym, District 9 Finals, Brookville and Karns City. 6-0 here. Gremlins lead the Raiders. 3:25 left in the first. Eden Wonderling at the line. She's going to try and break the scoreless streak for the Lady Raiders here.
She'll make her first of 2 shots. It'll be 6-1. She'll make her second. That'll make it 6-2.
Brookville goes into a press here, and that ball's rejected by Kirsten Davey. Karns City beat the press. Savannah Prescott had a freebie there, and Kirsten Davey said, "Get that shot out of here." That ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay Gremlin ball. Brooklyn Taylor with the basketball. She'll try an inbound over the head of Davey. Now Hannah Daly with the basketball. She hands off to Phoebe Brandon. Now here's a 3-point attempt. It's off the glass. Yoder can't corral it. Taylor looking for a high ball screen. She gets one. She'll kick out. Taylor drives. Nothing doing. And Prescott's going to go to the line. Guilty party coming to you shortly. Number 11.
Fouls on number 11.
Kirsten Davey.
Her first team foul, number 1. Savannah Prescott at the line for Karns City. She'll have 1 shot remaining.
She knocks down the first of her 2. 7-2 Karns City leads. And rims in and out, but that's number 3, Hannah Somerville from Karns City with the putback. It's 9-2 Karns City now as we dip under the 2:30 mark in the first quarter.
Eden Wonderling with the ball. Whitney Guth comes into the game. That'll be off Eden's shoe and it'll go out of bounds. Karns City's ball. Naomi Vaneski will come in for Savannah Prescott.
Naomi Vaneski.
Brooklyn Taylor with the basketball for Karns City. Karns City with a 7-point lead here early in the game. 2:13 remaining in the first quarter. That ball's deflected. Picked up by Hannah Daly. She saves it. Now Taylor with the basketball. She's going to look to drive again. She'll kick out. And Davey with the clean block on Somerville. She'll look to run. Finds a cutting Kata Yoder. She can't get the bunny to go. It remains 9-2. Taylor with the basketball. High ball screen from Somerville. Vaneski from 3, and it goes. And it's 12-2 Karns City. And Coach Mark Powell says, I need 30 seconds. You're watching the D9 Girls District Final here from Tip and Gym in Clarion on Brookville Sports LLC in conjunction with YDL Sports Network.
Everybody is talking about A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. As you can see from these pictures, their hot home cooking is wonderful, from hearty meals to the best pies and desserts. Make A&M Family Restaurant your place for lunch or dinner. Open all days but Mondays. Enjoy true family dining at A&M Family Restaurant in Brookville. Proud sponsors of this telecast and supporter of youth athletics.
He can.
We're back live here from Clarion. Brookville trails 12-2. Dwindling moments of the first quarter.
Whitney Guth. Get it over to Eden. Eden will be guarded tightly. They'll set it back on top with Whitling. Samantha Whitling will shoot the long three. Can't get that to go. And Hannah Buchanan will get the rebound. And it'll be off of Kirsten's shoe. And Kirsten will go out of the game for Bentley Huey.
I have no issue with that shot selection whatsoever. They look for a decent shot. Karns City's defense is just really exhausting. So when you get a look, you're going to have to take it. Whitling did, albeit a couple feet behind the three-point line, but she's got that range. Now Buchanan on the corner. She's assaulted by Yoder, and the basketball inside, and now the ball is ripped away. We're going to have a jump ball here called. Karns City will retain possession. 12-2 here. Karns City leads it. 31.2 left in the first quarter. Lob into Buchanan. She hands to Phoebe Brandon. Back to Buchanan now. Brooklyn Taylor runs the show. She sets things up. She pulls Whitling out with her. Looks to drive. She's going to get a high ball screen from Daly. She's going to pull out. Doesn't like what she sees. 11 seconds left now. Whitling picks up the defense. She's going to run into a brick wall by Buchanan. And what are we going to have here? Brooklyn Taylor is going to, she's going to pick up a foul against Bentley Huey.
Foul shot number 25, Bentley Huey. Her first, team foul number 2.
5.5 left. Ball inbounded now to Buchanan. She looks to go inside. That ball's ripped away by Whitney Guth. Great play by Whitney Guth to stop the bleeding. We've played one here at Clarion. Karns City leads at 12-2. You're watching the District 9 Girls Finals on Brookville Sports LLC in conjunction with YDL Sports Network.
Thanks to your generous donations, Goodwill Industries has been able to be more than a store. We are proud to help those in need meet life challenges through opportunity, education, training, and work throughout our communities.
Fox's Pizza Den of Brookville and Du Bois is a proud sponsor of Brookville Athletics. Also a proud employer of our area's youth. The next time you're hungry, think Fox's Pizza Den of Brookville and Du Bois.
It says it's starting soon.
It says live now.
How do I go there?
Harry Vrobel here from Vrobel's Heating and Cooling, where I've installed heating and air conditioning systems since 1975 in the Tri-County area.
And I'm Dave Vrobel, and your comfort is our #1 concern.
And it always will be. Vrobel's Heating and Cooling. Call us at 814-849-4842.
We're back, Dad.
We're live back here at Tippin Gym, Clarion University for the second quarter of the District 9 Girls AAA Final between Karns City and Brookville. Karns City leads at 12-2.
Hannah Lundgren with the three. That can't go. It should stay here, and it will. Off of Savannah Prescott. Kirsten Davey will get it into Eden Wonderling in the corner. She'll get that up to Hannah Lundgren. Samantha Whitling almost has that stolen. Way around, and Bentley Huey go for the layup. Can't get that to go.
Hannah Buchanan said, not today, my friend, as she is letting her presence be known, both sides of the court here. As Karns City continues to lead 12-2. That ball is knocked away by Sam Whitling into the hands of Eden Wonderling. She's going to look to run. She's got Bentley Huey with her, And that's knocked up into the air, and Prescott comes down with it. And Taylor's going to look to run. She kicks it out. Vaneski now looks to drive. Buchanan hands off. Karns City slows things down a bit. Prescott gives the big screen up top. And a free look. Doesn't go for Karns City. It'll go out of bounds. Brookville basketball. Do you think Savannah Prescott is related to Sydney Prescott? Do you know who Sydney Prescott is?
Yep.
From what movie?
Scream.
Color me impressed, though.
Eden Wonderling is going to get blocked by, well, going to get a foul. It's going to be a block on Naomi Vaneski.
Her first, team foul number 1.
That'll be her first, and that'll be the team foul number 1. Eden Wonderling with the shot. Can't get that to fall. And she'll get that over to Brooklyn Taylor.
Karns City now. Vaneski with the basketball. She hands off to Prescott. Fires across. Now Brooklyn Taylor looks to drive. She backs back out. Bentley Huey said no thanks to her. Whitling all over her chasing. Taylor will shoot from about 12. Rebounded by Lundgren. And she looks ahead. Wonderling wasn't looking, but she uses the eyes in the back of her head to pick it up off the floor and scores off the glass.
Wonderling.
And it's 12-4. Brookville continues to press. Taylor beats that. And another three-point attempt is failed. Lundgren's going to look to run.
That's Davey.
I'm sorry, Kirsten Davey.
Davey with the nice pump fake. And Bentley Huey's going to get the rebound. She's going to get her own rebound.
Bentley Huey looks determined.
Yeah, she wants to be. There's going to be a foul on Hannah Lundgren. She'll go to the line for her first shots of the night.
You know, Lundgren and Davey shouldn't be able to wear their hair the same way.
Yeah, they look pretty similar.
With my old eyes, I got them confused. At least I haven't said Elizabeth yet tonight. Have I?
Nah, that's
Okay.
good, though.
All right, I'm due.
Yeah, it'll come out soon. Lundgren with her first will be good. That'll make it 12-5. Lily Plyler will come into the game. That's her first appearance. She'll come into the game for Bentley Huey. Anna Lundgren with her second shot. That'll go. That'll make it 12-6. Brookville cut the lead in half. And Kirsten Davey will knock that ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Karns City, though.
Davey went about 4 rows deep. She almost had enough time to sit and have a drink with Cliff Park up there. Cliff celebrating a national title for his Michigan Wolverines. Vaneski has it roll off her hands right into the hands of Buchanan. She'll set up high ball screen, not used. And now Phoebe Brandon with the basketball. Back to Vaneski in the corner. Boy, is that a pretty shot. That ball just rotates out of her hands beautifully. It's 15-6 Karns City. Now Lundgren tries to answer, and she misses everything. That ball's out of bounds. Karns City will have possession. 15-6, 4:40 left here to play in the first half.
Katie Yoder will come into the game for Hannah Lundgren.
You know, a really good moment right there between player and coach. Tight ball game in a District 9 final. Lundgren comes out. Both her and Coach Powell were smiling at one another. You don't think these girls want to win for him? That's a good relationship between player-coach there. 15-6 Karns City leads, 4:32 left here in the first half. Vaneski's going to run her inbounds, and she'll find Buchanan. Brandon's going to swing it around, and Eden Wonderling with a Darius Kasperitis-like hip check.
Also number 14, Eden Wondering.
And Eden gives the look as if to say, me? Was that really me? And that ball's stolen by Lily Plyler. If she can pick up a handle, she can't, but it's going to go out of bounds on Karns City. It's going to remain Brookville basketball. There's a little baiting there on Lily Plyler's spot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She kind of let that pass take place. What are you smiling at? What did I screw up? Did I say it again?
No, Lily Plyler was smiling at Coach Powell.
Oh, okay. All right. We got all kinds of smiles.
Yeah.
We need.
Kirsten Davy. Oh.
Oh. Lily was trying to make a play before she had the basketball, and she knows it. 15-6 here as Brooklyn Taylor got a quick respite. She's going to come back into the game for Karns City. It's 15-6 Karns City. 4:17 left here in the first half. Brookville continues to press. Wonderling all over Taylor. And we got a freebie here for Karns City as Hannah Buchanan snuck down into the paint. 17-6 Karns City leads.
Katie Yoder over to Eden. Now Kirsten.
Oh.
Gonna be a block on 24, Brooklyn Taylor.
There is no question. No one can debate it. You can't argue it. The girls play a much more physical game than the boys.
I agree.
We got a media timeout here. We're going to take one with them. You're watching Brookville Sports LLC in conjunction with YDL Sports Network.
Brookville Equipment's always been well known in the community as a great local employer.
Very family-oriented company.
Brookville has a really great benefits plan here.
We're pretty diverse in what we do, from mining to streetcars to locomotives.
We're helping the infrastructure of the country.
Medical insurance, dental, vision, competitive wages, paid time off.
It's an opportunity. It's something that you can enjoy doing.
And you can apply right through our website.
Strong's Painting and Pressure Washing of DuBois is rooting for the Brookville Raiders this season. Strong's Painting and Pressure Washing does painting, staining, pressure washing, and roof washing. Contact them online at strongspainting.net.
We're back live here at Tippin Gym, Clarion University, for the AAA Girls District 9 Finals between Karns City and Brookville. Karns City leads at 17-6, 3:41 left to play in the first half. And Karns City's physicality and overall, and the count has started for Brookville, and it's already at 3. And Davey gets it into Whitling.
Katie Yoder will find the cutting Kirsten Davy. Oh. And that'll be blocked. And it'll be a foul. So Davy will go to the line. It's 17-6, and that's their 4th team foul.
Our first team foul, number 4. Kirsten Davy at the line for Brookville Short, 2 shots.
Her first one will not go in of the 2. But her second will. 17-7.
Brookville stays in the press. Daly with the basketball. She'll find Brandon. That ball's batted up into the air. Prescott rips it away, hands it back to Brandon. And now Daly will drive the car. Prescott looks to drive. She loses the handle. And what a play by Kata Yoder. She goes full-blown belly to get the jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Karns City. 17-7. Brookville trails. We're just about ready to go under the 3-minute mark in the first half. Buchanan, she took a finger to the eye. She shakes that off. She vacates. Now she's going to look Brandon's going to look to drive, finds Buchanan. She thought about a three. She puts it back in her pocket. They swing it around the perimeter. Now Prescott's going to look to drive baseline. Here's Vaneski again. She misses everything, but her partner Daly bails her out. She's going to get another shot. 2-for-1 price. That one goes. And she lets the Brookville crowd, that's not one, that's not two, but that's 3 points. It's 20-7. Karns City leads it with 2:30 left here in the first half.
Whitney Guth now on top of Kirsten Davey. Kirsten Davey will shoot a three that won't go in.
Daly with the basketball. Contested aggressively by Wonderling. Brandon looks to drive. She hands off to Prescott. She gets a screen from Vaneski, who tries to roll off of it, and they're going to call Prescott for steps. Naomi Vaneski is an absolute threat on both sides of the court, defensively and offensively. Wonderling's going to look to drive off the side of the glass. Nothing called. Home run pass up top for Prescott. That's knocked away by Whitney Guth. Great defensive play. That'll remain Karns City basketball. 1:40 left here in the first half. Karns City leads it 20-7. And if Karns City gets one more point, what will they have, O?
21-21. You say it better.
Daly with the basketball. She hands off to Buchanan, who finds Brandon in the middle. She kicks it back out. Karns City ripping it around the perimeter like it's their job. Prescott up top. She ball fakes, hands off to Daly, back to Vaneski. She looks like she's going to put it on the ground and try and drive. And now she's going to be called for steps.
Samantha Whitling bringing up the ball for Lady Raiders. She'll get it to Yoder. Yoder will drive, kick it out to Kirsten. Davey will put it up for a nice layup. It'll be 20-9. They've got to get it across, and they do to Savannah Prescott.
Nice feed ahead to Brandon. She's going to get the bucket and attempt to make it a three-point play here. And that's a backbreaker right before the half.
Fouls on number 10, Samantha Whitley. Her first.
22-9, Karns City leads it with a chance to extend here.
Phoebe Brandon at the line for one shot.
Phoebe Brandon cannot get it to go. Prescott fights for that basketball, but she can't grasp it. That'll be Brookville basketball here with 45.5 left to play in the first half. The District 9 women's final here from Tippin Gym and Clarion University.
Eden Wonderling now at the ball. She got it over to Davey. Now Yoder. Yoder with the ball fake and go. And she'll go to the line. That'll be a block.
Fouls on number 20, Hannah Buchanan.
That'll be a block on Hannah Buchanan.
Her first, team foul number 5.
That's
Katie
her
Yoder
first.
at the line for Brookville,
Team
two
fouls
shots.
5th. Katie Yoder's first will go in. That'll make it 22-10 with 24.5 seconds left in the first half. Katie Yoder will shoot her second, and she won't make it.
Timeout by Karns City here with 21.9 left here in the first half. Karns City leads at 22-10. You're watching live District 9 Girls Finals here from Clarion on Brookville Sports LLC in conjunction with YDL Sports Network.
Mac Metals. Our mission? We strive to be a leading metal manufacturer in the steel industry. By investing in those closest to us, our employees, and our customers, we aim to build lifelong partnerships while impacting the community around us. Family owned and operated since 1989. That's Mac Metals.
Thanks to your generous donations, Goodwill Industries has been able to be more than a store. We are proud to help those in need meet life challenges through opportunity, education, training, and work throughout our communities. Thank you for your support, and best of luck to the Raiders this season.
"19 seconds left here in the first half. Vaneski's going to try and break the press herself. She does. 10 seconds left here. Coach Powell calling out a double. Vaneski, ball's at her feet. That ball's going to be loose, and Yoder's on the ground again to retrieve it. She gives to Whitling. She's got half a second, and she's not going to get a shot off. And that'll bring us to halftime here from Clarion, as the District 9 Finals has been played halfway through. It's Karns City leading at 22-10 over Brookville. You're watching Brookville Sports LLC in conjunction with YDL Sports Network.
Looking for a new career? Clarion Bathware wants you. Add to their production team working Monday through Friday. Receive a generous benefits package, great weekly pay and bonuses, plus a $600 sign-on bonus. Apply in person at Clarion Bathware, Route 208 in Marble. Clarion Bathware, loving every minute of it.
Filer's Car Wash and Laundromat by Sheets in Brookville is your top-notch, state-of-the-art car wash with AccuTrack, best touch-free in the USA. Get your ride squeaky clean today, or get your entire laundry load done in one cycle with our large load laundry machine. Do your laundry for an entire week right now. Filer's Car Wash and Laundromat is locally owned and operated by Jeff and Melissa McInnes, proud supporters of Brookville Sports. Oh, and don't forget about their pet wash for Fido.
If you're looking for a bigger house,
I know someone! Or if you need to downsize, I know someone!
maybe you want to move to the country.
I know someone! Or maybe you want to move in town. I know someone!
I'm Heather Castellan, now with eXp Realty. Whatever your real estate needs are.
The Drip Coffee House and Kitchen of downtown Brookville is serving up a rich and unique coffee experience, along with weekly and seasonal food specials. You've never really had a cup of coffee like this before, brewed with passion by a family who loves their community. Grab a seat and take a sip at the Drip Coffee House and Kitchen. It really is
Hi, this is Sarah Sorek from Matson Insurance, your local insurance agency in Brookville, where for 76 years, All You Need Is Us has been what we are all about. All you need is us for your home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Matson Insurance is a proud sponsor of Brookville Sports.
Hey y'all, this is Mark Bowe. I'm at Devil's Barbecue and this place is awesome. These folks are nice. We came up here the last time and we couldn't get enough of it. I saw a sign. I came 10 miles out of the way because we had to have it again. And all I know is we might not show up to work tomorrow because it's that good. See y'all.
Devil's Barbecue, where it's all about the smoke. Brookville, PA.